Did you want your sandwich or not?
I did. I do.
Come along now, and just a dash of this and a dash of that and some of this and a bit of that. Oh, would you like some crispy bitter leaf?
And yes, please.
Splendid.
Quickly, grab those ingredients.
Can do.
Thank you, Bip.
Right, here we are. As remember to, if not.
Okay, Bip, where are you now? There you are.
How was that?
That was perfect. But remember, stealing is wrong.
You told me to steal.
In this case, it was justified. But don't steal. You'll lose a hand or your head.
Here's the stuff.
Exotic oils, foreign herbs, soothing salves, ointments.
Hello there, drunk. Relic, rather. Well, that's a lot of things.
You said your father taught you how to make fire flowers.
Sort of. He made
Yes.
Bathsheban candles, and I watched him make them. He never let me do it myself. He said it might blow my fingers off or burn my eyes out, but I can give you instructions.
Fair enough. What do I do first?
First, make the glowy balls. I don't know exactly how to make the glowy balls, but when my dad did it, the balls came out all glowy. Good. Now you need to make the fire powder somehow. My father was never too clear on how that part's done. All I know is that it's powder that went psst when it was. All that's left is to combine all the ingredients in a tube. That should be easy, right? You start with the fire powder at the bottom. And then the glowy balls on top until the tube is full. That looks okay. I'm not sure how well it's going to work, but there's only one way to find out.
This deal's getting worse by the minute. I mean, this game doesn't hold back, and I love it. It's amazing. Okay, let's use the fireworks here.
It's a working fire flower. A Bathsheban candle.
Now I just need a place to put that.
Martial law permits me to use my sword against you. Just so you know.
Wait, Bip is still here?
Here you go, boy. Now don't light this before I tell you to.
Oh man! I'll be careful, I promise. I can't wait to see how this one burns.
Oh, we're gonna have Bip too, like... Yep.
Use the fireworks to distract the guard away from that door.
Yes, yes. Hey, hey! Check this out. Too slow!
Oh, Bip is precious. Knock knock. Okay, so remember when I said there was this choice of torture? That's this scene here. I don't like this. And this makes no sense. This is
What
fucking...
in Shadow's name are you?
Ugh.
Apostle! You're dead!
This is wrong on so many levels.
He won't hurt you again, child. I promise. Leave. Do not come back.
That man. There's also that thing. I'd forgotten about that little fact.
My head's hurting. Why is my... What's happening? Who are you? Where's Ramin? Why am I tied to... Alvani. You're not dead. How in Shadow's name? I'll pay you. I'll make you wealthy. I'll get you a pardon from the tower and...
Shut your mouth. I need information.
What do you mean by
If you speak out of turn again, I'll cut off your dick and shove it down your throat. The raid tonight.
I don't know anything about a raid.
So here we go. %38% of players have tortured this man. 62 has just threatened him. Kean Alvana is many things. Like, breaker of his word, he typically is not. He would. He totally would. So, torture is never a good way to get information. They would not show it. I mean, there is a limit, you know, to how things are. But yes, we have the option here to torture him or not. The problem is, of course, as I've said, torture information is not reliable, but what's it called? Liko will only trust information if we torture him. That's the thing. If we only and because of that, like he will know, it probably won't be a raid, so the resistance will be caught in the old town if we don't torture him. That's basically the thing. Torture it is.
I mean, we want the better outcome, yeah?
Unless I show him what happens when he does. Unless I cause him pain. I cannot justify torture. I'll have to convince him to talk to me and trust that he reveals the truth. He will lie. Unless I show him what happens when he does.
I hate
Unless
this
I cause
choice.
him pain.
Torture is not a good way to get information. I don't like this choice.
Goddess, no. No! Ah!
What are you waiting
I
for?
was the apostle. I brought pain to our enemies. In return, they confessed and converted without fail. If I was trained to make the devout denounce their own gods, do you not think I can make a goddessless child molester reveal his secrets?
There is also that.
Please. Please.
Child molester.
No more. I'll tell you everything I know. There will be a raid on the magic ghetto tonight. Before sunup. Commander Vamon is leading the unit himself. They have a list. Magicals. Humans who've aided the resistance.
Yeah, there's also
suspected
that.
collaborators. It's a long list. They're planning to round up most of the magicals. Take them to the islands. Some they're just going to kill. Their families. Their homes. They'll be burnt to the ground. It's retaliation for what happened at the keep. For the weapons shipment. Vamon wants everyone to know there will be consequences to the rebels' actions. That everyone will suffer because of the resistance.
Let's go over this again. Tell me everything you know.
Please, don't kill me. I won't tell anyone about this. About you, I can't. They'll execute me. I'll do anything. I'll spy for you. I'll feed you information from inside the tower. Just spare me. Please. For the love of the goddess, I beg you.
So, here is the second choice. And the way it goes is that when Liko will approve us killing him, but we lose an informant. Inu will not approve us killing him. If we spare him, Inu will approve, and we get an informant. There's also another, like the next mission. Depends, like the one who approves of us will be the one we go on a mission with. That being said, though, I have a particular plan for Kian. And I'm afraid I'm going to take the choice out of all of your hands.
He has much to lose if he reveals what happens here. But I can't risk it. And his crimes are too grave. There's always a risk that he will reveal what happened here. But if I spare his life, he has much... You deserve no mercy.
No!
Shadow take your black soul.
I'm just sad that Eno will not approve this, because Eno is such a precious one. Eno is just precious. There's also that, yes. It is much easier to just stab him with that.
Where's the guard?
He's in a mud cellar, stuck to his knees in Elgwyn dung. Busy for a while.
You did good, Bip.
What happened in there? Did you get what you needed?
I did. Listen, you can't stay here in Old Town. The Azadi are coming.
I'm not afraid of the Azadi.
Nevertheless, you need to leave. I'll bring you to the Enclave, and you'll be safe with...
But I'm not going anywhere. This is where I live. What if my parents come back? They'll be looking for me.
You're not safe here. I'm sure your parents would be happier knowing you're with us.
You just want to put me in an orphanage.
Wait. Shadow. Children.
Now should be the end of this chapter, and we could go into the interlude.
The General is asking questions.
I've heard. We must find Kian before...
I'll make sure Hami's attentions are directed elsewhere. Tonight's raid on the Magic Ghetto will be a good start.
What did he say?
The General tells me that my men are sticking to the story, but that some of the prisoners are spreading rumors. It's of little concern. They will not live to see another interview.
And arouse more suspicion. Don't be a fool, Vamon.
Don't ever call me a fool.
Then try not to act like one. Who else did he speak with?
The Warden.
What? I thought you were taking care of that problem.
You're the one who worries about arousing suspicion. I couldn't simply have him executed. There are laws.
And now the General has a witness.
An infidel's testimony can never be used against Trueborn.
But his words can fuel further investigations.
The General will soon have other matters to concern himself with. We're stepping up the deportations and we're close to completing the machine. After that, Kian's death will be low on his list of priorities.
And in the meantime, the General is pursuing leads.
Like I said, tonight's raid will distract him.
How so?
Because it won't go well. The rebels will strike. Many of his men will die, our forces will be on high alert, and, as Supreme Commander, it'll be Hami's job to clean up.
He will blame you.
And I will take responsibility. And action. There will be little time for his investigations. By the time the situation is under control again, other matters will have taken precedence. We will keep the General's attentions elsewhere until our mission here is done. And then,
No one will challenge us. I hope you're right.
I always am. Come here.
This is not the time for...
I'm as hard as Nigali steel. This is exactly the time.
Subtlety, my name is not Vamon.
I apologize for being late, but I have
Every
important...
minute wasted could mean lives lost. Anu, can you tell us what you've learned?
Not a whole lot. No one's talking. There's not even a whisper of a raid. I'm starting to think maybe Ulvik's loose-lipped, drunken Azadi was merely a braggart. Also, merely a braggart? I've been around you guys too long. I'm starting to speak like a sullen warrior.
I went looking for our people in Old Town. They're standing by for my word. I don't want to pull them out of the city until we know for sure what's happening. Let's hope for their sake Anu's right, and there's no raid tonight.
The raid is taking place, just before sunrise. We still have several hours.
How did you come up?
Hey, Big Blue, let him speak.
The plan is to arrest as many magicals as possible, along with rebel sympathizers. It's a show of strength. They
Hey,
want
why
us
is that
to
a strike
scare.
against my
Where did you get this information,
most assured
Kian?
innocence?
From a trusted source. I met her here before we...
Mystery Woman, I remember Mystery Woman. Well, I remember you talking about Mystery Woman. She's a friend of Ulvik's, right? We can definitely trust her.
She told me about an Azadi officer who visits with an underage Dalmari girl. And she told me where to find him.
He was with a child? That's sick.
And did you find him?
I did. They'll be coming into the ghetto from the north and the east. And they'll have a ship blocking all traffic in and out of Shady Quay. He told me that this will be their biggest raid on the ghetto so far. Given his rank and the precariousness of his situation...
This game was
I
released in
How did you get him to
2016.
reveal all that?
16.
I did what I had to do to make him speak. He was in no state to tell lies.
Did what you had... Wait, you tortured him? That's how you got the information? We don't do that. Do we?
I would have done the same.
Color me not surprised.
It sounds like your intelligence is to be trusted, Kian. We'll prepare for the raid, and I'll tell our people to abandon Old Town.
Where's the officer now? Did you let him go?
I ended his life.
You what?
He'd molested a child. He deserved death. He will languish in shadow for eternity.
I would have done the same.
I'm sure he deserved it, but won't they come looking for him? Also, it sounds like we lost an opportunity to have a valuable source inside the tower.
I couldn't let him live after what he'd done to the girl.
At least you see her as a girl, and not just a magical. You made the right choice. The honorable choice.
Honorable? You think it's honorable to murder a man? You're both insane. Well, at least now we know what's happening tonight. So much for my sources. We've been waiting for a chance to show the Azadi we're not running scared. We have magic.
Potent magic.
Magic that goes boom, big time. And maybe...
Maybe we can reduce their numbers. Blow a few of those dogs to their precious first mountain.
Did you really have to torture him? I mean, sure, Liko doesn't trust information unless it's splattered with blood. And he's less likely to stick a knife in your neck now, and I'm glad that we know what's happening tonight, but torture and murder? I mean, that's not right, Kian. That's all kinds of wrong.
Bakkuretse, bakkuretse, da da da. This has been a very long stream. I wasn't expecting it to take this long, but soon. Yep, 5 hours. Fucking Azadi.
Who's there? You? However did you get here?
And we're still not done? Sheesh! I mean, I love the game, don't get me wrong, but wow! This is a song that never ends. Yep. Dream Machine. It might just be a teaser for the next chapter, the next book. Or it's not.
Things didn't go too well the last time I connected to a dreamer.
It is really like taking focus. I can't even interact with anything else basically.
Comfy. As far as a sofa scavenged from a flea market goes.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go through this. I think there's like, if she does anything else, I'm gonna stop here. Okay, it's over. We just have the interlude left.
Mira, do you have a second?
Oh, okay.
Depends. Are you done? I need those bots to go out tomorrow.
Let's go through this.
Almost done.
Cinematic and then we're done.
I was wondering if I could leave a teensy bit early today.
Be kind. Rewind. Almost?
Mostly. I'm mostly done.
In your experience, Petal, what's my answer to a question like that?
One filled with expletives. But it's really important that
Of course it's fucking important. It's always important. It's never not important. You wouldn't be asking if it wasn't important, would you, Kuchia? So what's so important that you feel it takes precedence over the work I pay you to do?
I have an appointment with the editor of The Hand. They're doing a story and...
And he can't do this story without you. even though he's a professional reporter and you're what are you again?
You tell me. Most of the time I'm running errands. I should be programming.
Should is a big word. I should be making 1,000,000 yuan. I should not be forced to run my operations out of a mother-chuding garage. And you should be grateful you have a job that pays a decent salary.
Decent?
A salary. Go on, get out of here before I change my mind and make you work overtime. Just be here extra early tomorrow to, I don't know, what do you hate doing the most?
Sitting at my terminal learning more about neural programming. I really, really hate that.
Mopping floors. That's it. You'll come extra early to mop the fucking floors.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes. Fine. Sure.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, we're going to stop here. It has gone way too late now. And I don't want to be stuck here forever. I bet it's like whenever we get to the next part, like next time on Friday, next Friday, it'll be like 5 minutes or 10 minutes of stuff, and then it'll be next book. I bet that's what will happen. Oh well, it's just how it goes. So I hope you enjoyed yourself here today. I certainly have, despite my little how long is this one going? But it is tremendous. I just love it, and I hope you've had a good giggle at well, everyone's expense. I mean, mine certainly has had some fun sometime. It is currently 11:30 in the evening for me. So yeah, Central European time, 11:30. Thank you all. I will see if I can put it onto YouTube soon. So that's okay. Trust me, it gets a whole lot worse. It's like seriously, it gets so much worse than that by the time we're done with this game. I love the game, but it has some seriously dark aspects to it. I live in Sweden. To put things into perspective, we fought a war over this. Well, sort of. But yes, that's like the level we're at. Yeah, I want whiskey. We'll certainly need it. Yeah. Thank you all for watching today. Is there anyone we can raid? It'll be... Hey! Aspra is playing Toho. There's also Ree who's playing Mass Effect. Do we want to go for Toho or do we want to go for Mass Effect? I'm leaning on Mass Effect, really.
Which Mass Effect?
Mass Effect 2, the best one.
Go for it.
Let's go for Mass Effect. I think we should
Not
go.
that it really matters for me because we're going to bed.
There's also that. Yeah. So let's raid. Go on a raid to hasn't won. Thank you for watching, and I hope you will join me for join us for God of War on Sunday at 2:00. And until then, I will hope to see you all next time. Take care, everyone, and good night. Just going to go like this and whoop. Take care.